Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Esther. This is where I create content based on my mistakes in life, my experiences, and most of all, my journey with Christ. Happy New Year, you guys. It is the 1st of January and 2020 was rocky, but we are trusting God that 2021 is going to be better, and I don't know what 2021 has in store for me, but I know if I'm with God and if God is on my side, that no matter what comes, if God is there with me, I have his strength, I'll be okay. So I'm not worried. I know people are maybe anxious, but we don't need to be anxious, because just like we didn't know what would happen in 2020, God knew, and he knows what's coming in 2021. So, and most of all, if you're watching this, you made it through it. So that's definitely something to give God thanks for. I thought I'd come on here and give a review for 2020, for my 2020, and my expectations for 2021, and especially for my YouTube channel, whether it be my schedule, because I'm going to be making a schedule, and yeah, anything relating to my YouTube or even to my life, so that we can look back in December 2021, God spared my life, and look back at this video and see how far God brought me, what prayers he answered, etc. Yesterday, my family and I made our vision boards. So I have some expectations. I know not everyone is big on resolutions, but I made a vision board this year because I'm expecting certain things from God, and God did say to come to him by prayer and supplication, to make our requests known to him. So that's what I am doing, and I am going to see it come through, and then I'm going to be able to show you guys, like, hey, this is what I had on my vision board, and God answered my prayers. He already answered so many of my prayers in 2020, and I didn't even make a vision board. I didn't even pray for it, but he answered it. So just imagine even more when you create a vision and God, you see it happen, because it's right. When you write things down and you're able to look back at it, I think that's different. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm expecting for 2021. Different things, but yeah. Firstly, in terms of my YouTube, I will be posting every other Wednesday for this new year. I'm trying to be way more intentional about my YouTube, way more consistent, no longer coming in here and say, I'm sorry, I wasn't here, etc., etc. So I'm going to be here every other Wednesday. That's set in stone. I'm going to be even more intentional about my content. So if you guys have ideas, so you can leave it in the comments, and I will try my best to be able to make content that you guys want. I don't want to be on here and make things that no one wants to see. So if you guys want something particular from me, you can leave it in the comments. I don't know if I am going to be here. I just said I'm going to be here every other Wednesday, but when my Daniel fast is going to start on the 8th of January, and I haven't decided if I'm going to fast from YouTube, but I think I might. So although I just said that, I don't know, I'm gonna pray about it, because I was saying I want to do every other Wednesday, but in the Daniel fast, I want to be away from social media. I want to do it because I feel like I've done it before, but I don't feel I did it as in depth as I should have. So that's what I want to do this year. I'm excited to do it way more in depth and just see what God does for me. So maybe I'll bring you guys along the Daniel fast, or I'll talk about it after I finished. I'm praying about that, and we'll see if I'll be here or not. But if not, that would be 3 weeks. So it would only technically be me missing 2 Wednesdays, because I do it every other Wednesday, or maybe 1 Wednesday, depends on where that Wednesday falls. But I am doing the Daniel fast, and that's for 3 weeks. So I'll update you guys. first of all, I started this channel in 2020. It does not even seem as if I started this last year, but I actually did. I had it in mind for a long time, and I actually started it and put it into action, and I am really, really grateful for that. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. If you watched, if you shared, if you commented, the support was, I really, really appreciate it. It was tremendous, and I look forward to you guys' support in this year. I'm going to be way more intentional, so you're not just supporting an inconsistent person who doesn't know what she's doing. But yeah, so thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough, because I started this, it was scary. I didn't know what would happen, but I'm still here, and the channel is still here, and it has grown since the first time I came here. It was gradual, and it's still gradually growing, but I am still so grateful, and I know when I become more intentional that there's still room for even more growth. So I am excited for that. I met some new people during my journey with Christ, and coming on here on social media and sharing things, and I am grateful for that too. So we overcome by the word of our testimony and the blood of the Lamb. So I am so grateful that I was able to even connect with so many people via my testimony. And I am even going to talk a bit more about certain things that I mentioned in my testimony, because I did it and then I didn't really go back to it, because that was so scary. That was a risk I took to even put everything out there. But I knew God wanted me to, and I took the risk, and I was obedient, and I am so grateful that I did. I feel like I overcame so much for myself by just doing that, and I'm glad I was able to connect with others as well. 2020 was rough, as I mentioned before, and as we all saw, but God was my provider. He showed to be my Jehovah Jireh, and I am just so thankful to him for that. Firstly, with school, you guys, I am still trusting God to graduate debt-free, and I will be graduating debt-free. I already claim it. It's on my vision board. I will be back here in May telling you guys how I have no student loans, how I am graduating debt-free. So I'm saying this to you guys so that you know it. So when I come and testify, it's not something out of the blue, but we are expecting it, and it will happen. I'm expecting it. Expect it with me, and then we'll see God bless me. It's coming. I promise you guys, I'm graduating debt free. But anyway, this past year, I was able to take 5 classes. I wish I could show you guys the finance, the breakdown, but I paid the least amount of money in all my years, and I took like 4 classes before this coming semester, which I'm trusting God is my last. It's supposed to be my last semester. It's already paid in full, you guys. And not only is it paid in full, but I am also going to get a refund. That's just God. So yeah, all that finance, I'm going to come back here and testify to you guys in May when it's all said and done, and I'll even break it down there for you guys. My job, I was still able to keep my job. Not only was I able to keep my job, I was able to do a lot of overtime, where I was able to pay off so much of so when that fee came, that the least amount of money I had to pay, I was able to pay that off the moment they dropped my bill, because I had overtime and I was saving. I was able to save a lot of money. Not only that, but in the beginning, which I also will talk about, which was doubt, and I'll talk about that too. But in the beginning, after I was praying so hard for God to help me to graduate debt free, I did take a small loan at the end of my first semester. And I know this, over the COVID-19, there was this COVID relief thing where you did not have to pay. They were giving you a set amount of time. It's actually till January 30th, and there was no interest applied to your amount, and you didn't have to pay. But I was still paying, although I didn't have to, and God provided for me to pay, and that is about to be paid in full. It's going to be paid in full by January 30th. That's another thing I'm going to come back and testify. I'm telling you guys all these things. I'm speaking it, so I'm moving in faith. So I'll come back and you guys will remember that I said it. So remember these things, because I'm going to come back and testify how God did it for me. But yeah, and also you guys, I was hoping and trusting. I have been editing on my phone. I started out editing on my computer, but it's so hard to send your footage from your Apple iPhone to your Windows, or it takes a while, and it just wasn't working out for me. So I did it on most of them on my phone on iMovie, and I was hoping for a computer. And then I told my sister I wanted an iMac, but I wasn't really expecting her to buy it for me. I knew it was a lot of money, first of all. Secondly, she said, oh, she isn't sure she can do it, because my sister is actually a nurse now. Thank God for that too. My sister was able to graduate, you guys. She moved from being at a weekend job, and now she's a full-time LPN. God is just good, okay? So she was able to bless me with an iMac, which is mind-blowing. It's crazy because when we were in Guyana, you guys, just how far, I was praying even when I realized that she had bought it for me, because I was away, and then I came back and it was just on my desk, and I was so shocked. But God bless my sister, because she's actually sewing into something too. God bless her tenfold. I'm really grateful that she was able to do that for me. I love her so much. Not because she did that for me, but I'm so grateful that she did do it. So I was able to get that. So now I'm going to be editing. I'm going to also try to get a camera in 2021. I filmed from my phone. This is all going to happen. We'll see. I'm going to reap these things. So yeah, I have that, and I'm going to be editing on that. Thank God. Oh, I was talking about Guyana. You guys, when I was in Guyana, my mom was a single parent, and we struggled for a while, and I did not have my own computer. I was going to school in a different town. I was going to school in Georgetown, and I lived in Linden. And so all my homework or all my projects, I had to go to the internet cafe to do them. When I saw this, I was just looking back like, no, we had no computer when I was in high school. And then just to see that God is just, elevated us, that not only do I have a computer, but I was able to be blessed by my sister, nothing light. God is just good to my family. In terms of my faith, I really grew this past year. If you are in my life, I think you would be able to see it more, or I think even anyone who knows me would be able to say, I really did grow. And I still have a lot of growth to do. There's so many things that I still need to improve on. I'm still trusting God to help me with certain character traits and etc. etc. But God is still going to do that. But just to see how far He brought me from 2019 to 2020, I'm just a different girl. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all the no's that God said to me. So many things I thought would happen, I wanted to happen, and God said no. And I'm really grateful for that too, because I'm grateful that my plans are not His plans, because what I thought was good for me, definitely not good for me. I'm grateful for all the no's as well. So excited to see what God has in store for 2021. And I pray that you have a blessed year, even if it was hard for 2020, even if it made you realize certain things, because I really think that was a year to make us realize certain things, because we were all home. There was so much to reflect on. But I don't know maybe it wasn't good reflection. Maybe there were a lot of bad things that came up from your childhood or from just spending time with family, etc. But I pray that this year that we are now in, God blesses you, that you do, if you don't know God, you come to know Him, because I think if 2021 showed us anything, is that we need God in our lives. So I will see you guys in my next video, and I pray that you all had a great New Year day, and I trust that God blesses you in this coming year. So see you guys next time. Bye.